Yes, the Eagles won. Yes, winning is better than losing. Every single time, winning is better than losing. Well, actually, maybe there's like a 1% chance where, let's say you win, but you like lose your best player. And like you lose, but you didn't really need to win. And all your players are healthy, right? In this case, winning is better than losing. Um, Winning when you never gave up the lead is better than losing when you just gave up the lead. You know, I'll go over the good things before I go and just turn things upside down with the bad things. Good things. Jalen Hurts spread the ball around, which is something he really hasn't done all season. I was really impressed with the way that Jalen Hurts spread the ball around. I was really happy about the way that the defense stopped Saquon Barkley. I was very happy about, outside of one play by Reed Blankenship, which you should know my opinion about Reed Blankenship. He should not be a starting safety in the league, especially on this team. When people during the offseason were calling him Ed Reed Blankenship, you know what my response to that was? My response to that was, that's really cringe. And please never say something like that again. Okay? The only time that Reed Blankenship, the safety for the Philadelphia Eagles, and Hall of Fame safety Ed Reed should be used in the same sentence is to say that Reed Blankenship is not a good safety, and Hall of Famer Ed Reed is a great safety. That's the only time they should ever be mentioned in the same phrase. Please stop calling him Ed Reed Blankenship because he's not good. Okay, I know I said that I would be nice, right? But the defense played really nicely. They did. They did. Yes, the game was 33-25, but I'm not going to blame the defense for that. Nope, not going to blame the defense for that. I really like the way that whenever the Giants were coming back and they kind of closed the lead, I think it was like 2 points, and then later on it was like 5 points. The Eagles always went out to get points so that they could be up by a possession or up by two possessions. I was really appreciative about that. That showed that they really wanted to win this game. I really like the end of the game where I think his name is Kaylee Ringo, the cornerback from Georgia that we selected in the fourth round. He's been burnt a few times. He got the game-winning interception. That was great. Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown turned in great performances. Sometimes Jalen Hurts looked like a Pro Bowl quarterback. And I say that because there was a play where it was like third and 22, and he completed a pass to A.J. Brown down the sidelines. That's good. But here's where I kind of turn it on its head, and I say that this team is the best at doing dumb things, right? There's a term for that, and it's a busy idiot. Okay? A busy idiot is a person who has chances, or this is my definition, has chances to do smart things. But instead of spending their time doing smart things, they spend most of their time doing dumb things. I'm gonna tell you one thing, right? I don't know like what or how many turnovers the Eagles have had this season, or what their standing, or what statistic, what place they are. I'm willing to bet the Eagles are top 5 in turnovers. Top 5. Not turnover margin, turnovers. I'm willing to bet that the Eagles have 1.5 to 2 turnovers per game this season. In a 17-game season, we're pushing 30. And you don't want to be pushing 30. We don't get many turnovers. We don't. We don't get many interceptions. We don't get many turnovers. We miss opportunities. But on offense, usually the Eagles get turnovers or they turn the ball over when they have a chance to score points. That's a huge issue with this team. If you look at the 2 turnovers that the Eagles had in this game, one of which, Zacchaeus, what are you doing? Like, in all honesty, why are you running into Boston Scott? Why are you doing that? That is a scrub move. Why are you doing that? Fumbles the ball, the Giants score. How is that the defense's fault? That's not the defense's fault. And then the Eagles are driving. Could possibly score a touchdown to make the game 27-10, or they could kick a field goal to make it 23-10. Remember, points are important. But then Jalen Hurts throws an interception. You know, every single one of these games, I'm just waiting for Jalen Hurts to throw an interception. There was a point in time where I would blame the offensive coordinator, where I would blame Brian Johnson. Do I think he's doing a good job? No. But there is no excuse to be making the mistakes that Jalen Hurts has been making this season. And still make them with the talent that he has on this team. This is a talented team. But for whatever reason, we don't use a lot of our talent to their advantage. The Giants are not good at picking up checkdowns. Why aren't we checking the ball down more? Why are we forcing plays when they don't need to be forced? You're essentially playing a game of keep away. This game is a game of keep away. This game should have been 30+ to 10. That's how the game should have ended. This was a game of keep away. Okay? Don't make any mistakes. Stop the Giants' offense. That's all you had to do. The Eagles will make great plays, stunning plays, get to the opponent's side of the field, and then they will shoot themselves in the foot so hard that you'll be like, what is wrong with this team? I'll get to that later. I'll get to that later. But happy to win the game. Not happy that the Eagles only won by 8 points to the backup and the third stringer on the New York Giants. You're always happy to beat the Giants. Always happy to beat the Giants. A win's a win, right? When you're wearing black and you're playing the Giants, great. But it wasn't a good outcome. It definitely was not a good outcome in terms of dominating an opponent. I want to dominate an opponent. Okay, I'll get to that in the next series. Okay, I want to dominate an opponent, but we have not dominated a single opponent all season. I don't currently think that the Eagles will go as far as they did last year, and I wasn't expecting it. But, man, I didn't think that this team was going to fall as hard as they did. But, a win's a win. You love to win. Winning feels good. But, man, I just want to know how it feels like to win big, not make mistakes. And clearly, that's what this team does. They make mistakes. And at a certain point in time, we got to look at the leadership. We got to look at the coaches. We got to look at the quarterback. I support this thing right here. I'm not going out on my limb, you know, trying to make excuses for dudes that don't need any excuses made for them.